The gate on the mountain. The obstacles to peace. This is a story about the awake explorer whose 20-second awakening adventure begins when he reaches a mountain trail that promises a peaceful summit. But every few steps, another obstacle appears. As he tries to remove each one, he discovers that some barriers to peace are not standing in the road at all. The awake explorer reached the mountain trail just after sunrise. A wooden sign read, "Summit of Peace." 6 km, he smiled. Finally, a destination with excellent branding. The trail began gently. Pine trees, cool air, a clear sky. Then he reached the first gate. A sign hung across it. "You may enter when everything is going your way." He laughed. Very funny. The gate opened easily. A kilometer later, he found another. "You may continue when everyone agrees with you." He stared at it. That could take years. Again, the gate opened. Farther up, the trail became steeper. At the third gate, the sign read, "Peace begins after your problems are solved." The explorer stopped smiling. He thought about money, relationships, plans, things still unfinished. That one sounds reasonable. The gate did not move. He pushed. Nothing. He pulled. Nothing. He searched for another path. There wasn't one. He sat on a nearby rock and opened his phone. A notification appeared. "Course correction. Notice the conditions you have placed in front of peace." He read it twice. Conditions? He looked at the gate. Peace after the problem is solved. Peace after the answer arrives. Peace after the other person changes. Peace after the body feels better. Peace after he knows what happens next. He had not been searching for peace. He had been negotiating for it. He stood. What if I don't wait? The gate clicked open. He stepped through. The trail climbed sharply. At the fourth gate, "You may rest when you have earned it." He almost walked straight into it. That one is definitely mine. He thought of all the times he postponed rest until the work was done. The problem was that the work was never done. There was always one more message, one more task, one more improvement, one more thing to understand. He touched the gate. "I don't know how to earn peace." The latch released. He continued. Clouds gathered around the mountain. The trail narrowed. At the fifth gate, the words were harder to read. "You may have peace when you are certain you are right." The explorer laughed, then stopped. He remembered arguments. Conversations replayed long after they ended. The pleasure of proving a point, the exhaustion of defending it. "How much peace have I traded for being right?" The mountain offered no answer. He opened the gate. Near the summit, he reached the largest barrier yet. A stone wall stretched across the path. Carved into it were the words, "Peace will come when life becomes the way you think it should be." The explorer stood very still. No handle, no gate, no way around. He looked back down the mountain. Every earlier obstacle had been a version of this one. When circumstances cooperate, when people behave properly, when problems disappear, when effort is rewarded, when certainty arrives, then peace. He sat beside the wall. For a long time, nothing happened. Wind moved through the grass. A hawk circled overhead. His legs were tired. His plans were unfinished. Some people still disagreed with him. Several problems remained unsolved. And yet, sitting there, he noticed something almost irritating. He was peaceful. The wall had not moved. Life had not rearranged itself. Peace had simply appeared before permission was granted. The explorer laughed. "So this whole mountain is a scam." A hiker coming down the trail heard him. "First time?" "Yes." The hiker pointed to the stone wall. "There's a path through those trees." The explorer stared. "You're kidding." "No." He walked 20 steps to the side. There it was, a simple trail continuing upward. The wall had never blocked the mountain, only the route he insisted on taking. At the summit there was no temple, no teacher, no certificate, just a bench overlooking the valley. He sat. Far below, the gates looked tiny. The explorer thought about how often he had said, "I want peace," while quietly adding, "But first, fix this, change that, remove them, answer me, reassure me, make the world safe enough." He had treated peace as the final reward for controlling life successfully. But perhaps the obstacles were not keeping peace away. Perhaps they were the conditions he insisted peace obey. The wind moved across the summit. His phone remained silent. Good, he did not need another course correction. The explorer leaned back against the bench. Nothing below had been solved. And for this moment, nothing needed to be. The mountain had not given him peace. It had shown him how often he placed something in front of it.